Oh hey, I'm Levi. I'm a creative, an explorer, and an adventure seeker at heart.
Welcome to Utah!
A few years ago, I set out on a mission, and that was to find the most unique, inspiring, and downright amazing one-night stays in America. And now I'm taking you along for the ride. This is Tiny BNB. Today we are at the Hickory Outlook tiny house, and it really blew my mind whenever I stayed here. They did everything right with a tiny house getaway, if you ask me. So let's go and check this place out. Located in the foothills of the Adirondack Mountains, the Hickory Outlook is located in the perfect spot. 15 minutes from town, surrounded by hickory trees, open view from the cabin to watch the sunrise, and privacy. This is a great mixture of nature and being alone, but also close enough to do things if you wanted to. You pull up to your tiny house and it may look huge on the outside. The tall pitched roof at this tiny house really helps make it feel larger and opens up the overall space. The patio area underneath the roof is where all this begins. The first thing here is a gas fireplace to enjoy and relax while you look out into the nature and the open field beyond. Sit here with a cup of coffee or tea and really get cozy. Anyway, on the other side of this patio is your hot tub. This is a getaway for two, so this hot tub really makes things nice here. It's partially sunken into the patio, so no need for steps to get in. And if we look up at the exterior again on this tiny house, there's gas lights everywhere and a pretty neat chandelier out here as well. Loving everything so far, so let's go inside and see what continues. When you walk in, the openness and the amount of space that's actually in here really strikes you. I was impressed with the layout as well. I believe this is a little wider than a normal tiny house, and you can see just how much a few feet really makes the space open up. Anyway, there's a small hallway when you first walk in, and the first door on the right is the bathroom space. This is a fairly large bathroom for a tiny house, starting with a double vanity. I mean, that's just nice to have. Huge mirrors with the lights built into them as well. There's even a fake skylight above that makes this place feel always sunny, even when it's raining or cloudy. I've never seen something like that before. And on this back side, there's a bidet toilet, and the seat is heated. I didn't think I needed a heated toilet seat until now. I must say, it was really nice. Of course, then there's the tiled walk-in shower with several shower heads everywhere to make sure your body gets extra clean. I love the gold and the subway tile in here. And lastly, there's even space for a washer and dryer. These are so nice to have if the space allows it, because it seems like you always need one while you're going on a trip. Now we can step out of that, and like I said, the layout is great in here. The first area is the kitchen space. A rather small kitchen, but I like how they set it up. This right side has a range, a microwave, and all of your coffee supplies up here, and a small refrigerator over here. One of the best parts of this cabin to me is what's inside the fridge. They leave several drinks, eggs, bacon, grapes, milk, crackers, and multiple cheeses for you in here. That's a lot of stuff to leave for the guests, and it's so nice to have, not worrying about a breakfast or a snack while you're staying here at these Airbnbs. But it gets even better. In the freezer, they leave homemade pumpkin cookies for you that just need to go in the oven, and bam, you have cookies. They are gluten-free as well, and also there is some chocolate and ice cream for a nice dessert. That's all crazy, and it still gets better though. On the other side, the hosts leave out champagne, wine, a glass of sparkling water, and a chocolate bar for you, along with a nice little note. This has to be the most stuff the hosts provide for you while staying anywhere I've been, and it was such a nice treat to come inside of these things and see them. Along with the rest of the kitchen, these cabinets open up and they have lights in them to see. The middle one has all of your coffee supplies, oatmeal, and some granola bars for you as well. On the other side, you have this beautiful sink and a small dining table with utensils all laid out for you. This is built into the wall, so less countertop space on the other side, but that just means the chairs don't have to stick out as far on this side. This wall separates the kitchen from the rest pretty nicely, so now we enter into the living and bedroom space. It's very open in here, huge windows all around, which is wonderful, and they can be closed with the blinds. The floor is heated concrete, so even with concrete floors, they feel really cozy. It's really nice to have this in this cold weather. There's also a leather couch in here for you that faces the TV because the TV does swivel, so either here or the bed. It was playing this fireplace when we walked in, so the coziness just went up from there. Next to this is your king-size bed. Purple mattress and small nightstands on each side. The back wall is stone with 2 scone lights on both sides. Your bed faces these 2 huge windows for some of those great views. Lastly, this wall has a mirrored closet you can store your stuff in. There's 2 robes in here for that hot tub or getting in the shower, and some games inside. On the other side, there is a vanity here to get ready at, and another mirrored light. The ceiling in here is all wood with these 2 strips of lights that go all along the ceiling. It's a really neat design, and the wood trim all around the windows match. The design and layout in here is top notch, and the little touches everywhere are wonderful. A perfect mix of cozy and luxury, if you ask me. It's really hard to achieve that with a private getaway. Now to check out the second tiny house on this property, AKaydia Estate, the Scenic Orchard. Located in the foothills of the Adirondack Mountains in New York is AKaydia Estate. This place has 2 tiny houses on it, and this one is the Scenic Orchard. It is a black shipping container home, which looks absolutely beautiful. It is very, very private. I had to drive from the other tiny house to even get here, even though they are on the same property. So it's very private, which is nice, and you have a great view once you get here. It is snowing and it's freezing cold right now. Anyway, along with the tour, you'll pull up behind your shipping container, you'll walk down the path, and then you arrive at your tiny house. This is a black shipping container. The first thing right here is actually a patio space. They built this overhang area so you can sit out here and enjoy your time. There's a couple chairs right here and a gas fireplace. This fireplace is pretty large, and in the wintertime or in the summertime, this is a great use, and you can sit out here and enjoy the great views you have. It is all cleared out in front of you, and you can see for miles and miles. A really awesome spot to sit out here by the fire. And then we continue along. You have the front door here, but we'll walk across the shipping container. There's plenty of windows, as you can see on here, so it gives it a really neat look. Sometimes shipping containers can look like trailers, but this one definitely doesn't. With the overhangs and all the windows, they did a really great job. And over here on the back end is your outdoor hot tub space. There's also an overhang built right here, so you can hot tub in the rain and the snow, or however you like to do it, and it is right here next to your shipping container home. Very beautiful spot. I like how they have everything kind of set up underneath the overhangs and close by to the shipping container. Anyway, now let's head inside the shipping container and see what's all in there. I would give the shipping container more of an industrial feel to it, with the concrete floors, the metal roof that is original to the shipping container. You can see all the grooves and just everything else we'll get into. So if that is more your vibe, then I'm sure you will like this space a lot. The first thing in front of you is your seating space. You have a couch here, and I believe it does pull out into a bed to use as well. But continuing along with the space, you have the kitchen and the dining space next. The kitchen is all along this right side. You have the beautiful wood countertops right here. I love that, and the white cabinets. It looks really great. The mini fridge right here next to the cabinets as well. Perfect for a tiny house. Above, you got a couple coffee options. You have a Chemex if you like to make your coffee that way, or just a regular coffee maker right here, along with a kettle and toaster. A couple floating shelves all above that, and then you have your huge industrial style sink. It is silver, and for a tiny house, it is really large. It's right below this window. So far, so good. There's been a lot of good use of space with this kitchen. And then lastly is your range. It is right next to the wall, so they had to put this metal plate up, which fits with the industrial vibe in here really nicely. And it almost looks like a decor piece, but then you have your microwave above that. And that is really it for the kitchen space. That is what a tiny house kitchen looks like, laid out very simply, but it has everything you really need for a couple days stay here at the Scenic Orchard. The dining space is next, which is right in front of these huge windows that let you overlook into the view and into the fire pits. You could sit here and eat your dinner or lunch or enjoy some of the snacks they leave you. They leave a bunch of stuff for you, like wine, champagne, and some sparkling water. All right here, there's even glasses for you as well, and this is where they store all of their games. Plenty of games to choose from, which is always nice to have in an Airbnb. So definitely made for two, for sure a couple's getaway. But this is basically half of the shipping container home, the living, dining, and kitchen space. What do you guys think? Do you think it all works out and fits? Would you change anything in here, or would you keep it all the same? Anyway, we'll continue along with the rest of the space. The door next to the couch, I believe, is just storage or access to electrical or hot water units. We'll walk down this hallway though, and this leads to the back space, which is your bedroom. Back here, you have a really comfortable bed tucked against all these three walls. All the three walls have windows, so you have great natural lighting in here and great views. The window right here lets you look out into your hot tub space, which is pretty neat. Anyway, above you have a small TV tucked in the corner. You almost wouldn't even know it's there if you weren't looking for it. That is cool to have sitting here in the bed, watching some movies or whatever up in that corner. They provide some towels here for you and some chocolates, just like the hotel experienced. There is lots of space underneath the bed to tuck your luggage or really any storage underneath it. You have a nightstand on this side, and you have some robes and a mirror on this wall. Robes are definitely for that hot tub, which is really nice to have. But along with the windows, if you do not like them open or you just need them closed because you don't like the sun, there is two options for these. Yes, they have two blinds on each window. I've never seen this before. The first one is an opaque blind, so you still get some lighting in here, but you can't really see in and out. The second one is a total blackout blind, which is really cool to have these two different options for blinds in the shipping container home. So you have the best of both worlds. The hallway is where the bathroom is located. In here, there's a bidet toilet with a heated toilet seat. It's so nice to have. I fell in love with the one at the Hickory Outlook, so now I cannot get without. Then your vanity with a super bright mirror, and then of course your tiled shower. This bathroom is nice. This overall place is pretty nice, but what do you guys think of this shipping container home? And that is all located here at AKaydia Estate in New York. I hope you enjoyed these tiny houses.